Good morning, my dear students. Today we will discuss the basic requirement of a network. So, as we discussed earlier, a network is a collection of two or more computers and they are linked with each other using a media. That media may be either wire or wireless. So the wire media may be your coaxial cable, twisted pair cable or optical fiber cable. In wireless media it includes radio waves, microwaves, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi and your infrared. So the main purpose of a computer network is to share information and resources. Second one is your improving communication and third one is your remote access database. You can access the remote database. So let us discuss to create a network or establish a network. What are the minimum requirement to set up a network? So to set up a network we requirement the following things, that are two computer, minimum two computer. If you are interested to create a network, then you must have at least two computer. That computer may be server or client workstation. The second one is your network interface card, or we can say Ethernet or LAN adapter. You must have a LAN card installed in your computer. Third one is your media, a connection media. That media which connect to computers. A connection medium, usually a wire or cables. Although wireless communication, you can also use wireless communication as your needs. Fourth one is your networking devices. What are that networking devices? Hub, switch, repeater or bridge. So the fifth one is your network operating system, such as Microsoft NT, new technology, 2000, Novell Network, Unix, Linux. You can choose any operating system according to your choice. So what are the 5 basic requirements? The first one is your at least two computer. Second one is your network interface card. Third one is your medium or media, in plural it is media, networking device, and fifth one is your operating system. So let us discuss each and every. So what is node? I already mentioned that a computer may be a standalone or a network computer. When your standalone computer connected with other computer or with a network, then it is called as nodes or workstation. So a computer becomes a node as soon as it is attached to a network. When your computer attached to a network, then it is called as node or workstation. Just like a tree has a node, the same in network it is called as node. So when your standalone computer connected with a network or with other computer, then it is called as node or workstation. Each user on a network works on a workstation. So a single user at a time a single user works on a workstation. If there are no nodes, there would be no network. If your network has no node, means network is not possible. So the second one is server. Server means who serve. What it serve? It serve according to client request. So server derived from serve. A computer that facilitates sharing of data, software and hardware resource on the network is known as server. A server is nothing but a computer. So in that server it store data, software and hardware. According to client request, it fetches the data, share the software and hardware component. So the server is the main computer where you install all the software, data and information, and the client request information or request application software to the server. According to client request, the server process the client request and send information if it is available in the server. So each server has a unique name. So there are different type of server, students. Maybe file server, database server, mail server, different type of server. Each server has a unique name by which it is identified by all nodes on the network. So how can your clients, all clients, identify the server? By using its name. Servers can be of two types. Server are of two types. One is dedicated and second one is non-dedicated. Got it? Server are of two types. First one is your dedicated and second one is your non-dedicated. So what is dedicated server and what is non-dedicated server? So dedicated server means, student, these are generally used on a big network. So dedicated server are used in a larger network where large number nodes are connected to a server. That server is only reserved. So where one computer is reserved for server. So a single server, single computer is reserved for server purpose. It helps all nodes access data, software and hardware resources. On that particular server, all the data, software are installed previously. So the clients or the other nodes can request to access that software and hardware. According to client request, the server processes the request of the clients and provide information. Since it doesn't develop as a workstation but only manage the network. The main function of your dedicated server is to handle other clients and process the client request and serve the information. That's why it is called as a dedicated server. Again, student, in larger network, it may be a single or more than one. So a computer is dedicatedly reserved for server purpose. All the data, information, software are installed on that server. Other nodes request the server for data or information. According to other nodes request, the server, dedicated server, process the data and provide the information. Though it is dedicatedly reserved, that's why it is called as dedicated server. Then comes to the next one, non-dedicated server. In small network, non-dedicated server used in small network, while in other hand dedicated server used in larger network. A workstation can develop as a server. So a computer, any node can act as a server. These servers are known as non-dedicated server. Though it is not fixed, that's why it is called as non-dedicated server. The small network using such a server are known as peer-to-peer network. It is called as peer-to-peer network. Then the third one, network interface unit. A network interface unit is a device, NIC, that is attached to each of the workstation. It is the second point, student. By mistakenly type as a third, but the NIU, network interface unit. What is network interface unit? It is just a small card that is called as network interface card, or you can say Ethernet card or network adapter. It works on data link layer of OSI model. So let us discuss NIU. A network interface unit is a device that is attached to each of the workstation and the server, which help to establish communication between the server and workstation. It is most important part for your network. So without network interface card, you cannot communicate with other computer in a network. So to establish a network, you must have a NIU, network interface unit, that is network interface card. So that card is installed in your computer, laptop, or in your server also. All the nodes and servers must have a NIC. As soon as a standalone computer becomes a workstation, what is the difference between standalone computer and workstation? When your standalone computer connected with other computer or with a network, then it is called as a workstation. It needs an interface. So it needs an interface to communicate with other computer or with a network. So that interface is known as a network interface card. So to help establish connection with the network, because without this workstation will not be able to share network resource or communicate with each other. So without network interface card, it acts as an interface between what? Your workstation and within your network. So it works as a interface. That's why it is known as network interface unit or network interface card. The card which helps or which acts as an interface between your computer and your network. Due to this card, we can only communicate with other computer and share our file or some other important information with other computer. The NIC basically acts like an interpreter and is also known as terminal access point. We can call NIC as a terminal access point or network interface card. So the other name of NIU is called NIC or TAP, terminal access point. The NIC manufacturer, there are different type of manufacturer, Motorola, Yamaha. So there are different type of manufacturer of your NIC card. So the NIC manufacturer assign a unique physical address. It is a physical address, most important. It is a physical address. Network interface card address is a physical address, and that is known as a MAC address. Got it? The NIC manufacturer assign a unique physical address, to each NIC card, and this physical address is known as MAC address. We discuss more and more later on NIC. Thanks, students.